Good. Good morning. Make sure I'm on. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and come up out of our chairs. Make sure you're near something for balance. Stand up nice and straight. Let's start marching it out. Remember, we want to get those arms moving and pick those feet up off the ground. I have a couple new stretches for you today, or definitely at least one. Really good for the hips and the low back, which I think so many of us need, most of us need. Keep your eyes forward, keep the chest and head lifted, and breathe. So shoulders should be down. Let's reach up and bring a knee up and pull it down. Pull it down. Again, I want you to think about when you move your arms. You're squeezing those back muscles. Imagine that your band is attached to the ceiling and you're trying to pull it down. You're trying to pull that band down from the ceiling. So get some tension in the arms and squeeze those back muscles together. And lift a leg. Now do what you can. If you need to hold on, then, if you need a little bit more stability, you can just maybe keep your legs a little lower or just bring your toe up. So let's do one more on each leg and march it out. Good, roll those shoulders back. Again, and one more time, and breathe. Don't forget to pick the feet up. Take it side to side. Again, we pick our feet up. We always pick our feet up. We don't just slide them across the floor. We're lifting the feet, lifting the knees. Arms are down, palms forward, and let's pull it back. Again, squeeze those back muscles. Remember, you have that lemon on your spine, and you're making lemonade with it. Squeezing that lemon. Sometimes it helps to have a visual or something to think about what you should be doing instead of me just saying squeeze your back muscles. If you think of having something back there and you're trying to squeeze it. Now keep those legs moving. Arms are up and we're opening. And breathe. Shoulders down. Pull those elbows wide. Opening up the front of the body. Good, last one, keep those legs wide. Reach overhead, reach, reach. And breathe, reach. And reach. Good, let's take it to the corners. So slight rotation, extend that arm. Remember, extend, go all the way to the end of your range of motion. So when you reach, can you reach one more inch? And last one, and bring it in. Here we go. March for 3, tap back for 3. Start with the right, and 1, 2, 3, back, 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 and 1, 2, 3. We're switching the lead leg. And 1, 2, 3. So on that third tap back, when your foot comes in, that starts the march. 1, 2, 3, and back. 2, 3, march. Back. Reach. march. Reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, pull. Reach, pull, reach, pull. Last one. And march it out. Deep breath in, here we go. And out. All right. Doing a grapevine. If you need to, two-step, just step 2 times. Box step, grapevine, box step, switch. Ready? Here we go. Grapevine, step back, grapevine, step forward, to the right. My chair's in the way. Back, grapevining, stepping forward. Grapevine, back, grapevine, forward, to the right. Back, grapevine, step forward. Grapevine, back, to the side, forward, to the right. Back, grapevine. Good. Last one, going to the right. And march it out. Good. Hopefully that got us all awake up here. Brush out any cobwebs from overnight. Get us ready for the day. And let's get those arms moving. Pick those feet up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good. All right. Roll those shoulders back. Good. Take it to a backstroke. Reaching. Reach behind you. Reach. And last one. Good. And shake it out. Our hands are up. Circle your hands around the wrists. And the other direction. Good. Spread those fingers. Spread them. Reach and make a fist. And spread. Really spread those fingers. Make a fist. So feel the stretch in your hand and your fingers. And make a fist. And open. And make a fist. Good. And shake it out. Good. Shake it all out. Stand up nice and straight. Arms up. Palms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Turn to the left. Pull your arms open a little bit more wherever you can. And inhale back to center. Inhale. Exhale and rotate to the right. Pull your arms back more. You should feel the stretch going down the arms, across the chest. Good. Inhale to center. Inhale. You already did that. And exhale. Make sure you're not lifting your shoulders on the inhale. And pull the arms open. And inhale to center. Keeping those shoulders down, and exhale last time to the right. Pull the arms back. So getting a nice stretch from the front in the front of the chest, and come back to center and just kind of shake out those arms. Just kind of swing them a little bit, nice and loose. Good. And let's take our right leg out in front and point and flex. Good, now draw that circle with your big toe. And the other direction. Good, now keep your leg out, flex your foot so you're pushing through the heel. And let's do some windshield wipers. So you're rotating the whole leg all the way up to the hip joint. Good. And of course, if you've got any kind of issue going on up here, just, you know, do what you can do. And let's switch. So we're going to point and flex. Standing up straight. And we're going to circle that big toe. Abs are tight here. That's going to help stabilize you and switch direction and keep you up so that we don't slump or fall forward. We need to use those core muscles. Push through your heel, flex your foot, leg is straight, and let's rotate all the way up to the hip joint. So a windshield wiper, we definitely need them today. Good. And let's just kind of shake it out. One more deep breath in and out. All right. We're going to start with our glider. I'm going to get you while you're fresh. We're going to do a couple moves. We're going to hit those legs a little bit, and then we'll sit down and take a break and do a little stretching. So you can get right behind your chair if you need to. That would probably be the best place if you need to really hold on for stability. So let's put that glider under that left ball of the foot. Now remember, please, when we slide it out, remember you're coming straight down over the right leg. No going out with the leg. So I know there's a few of you out there that like to slide with it. Stay over your right knee, okay? So we're going to slide this out, sit our hips back, and we're going to hold this here. Now, if you want, you can put your heel down, acts as a break. So now we can get a little bit of a stretch. So we're kind of combining, sitting back on your right hip. And now we're going, if you want, you're going to take your right arm and you're going to reach over. So now you can get, we're getting a little bit more of a stretch. We're stretching out the hip. If you don't want to do this, you do not have to. Good. And we're going to come in. Good. Let's do it again. We're going to slide it out, sit back on our right hip, feeling a stretch through the inner thigh. And if you want, you can go ahead and come on over. So feeling a nice stretch down the side into the hip, and let's come on up. We're going to do 4 more. So we'll do 6, and then we're going to come over. So again, if you don't want to come over, you don't have to. But notice that your left leg is straight, your right leg, your knee needs to be over your foot and come up. So 3 more. Slide it out, hip goes back. Shoulder, hip, knee, foot, all in alignment, and just reaching overhead. And come up. 2 more. Woo, feeling it on that right side. Breathe. So make sure you're putting weight towards the heel of that right foot, not on the toes. Slide it out. And come on up. Now we're going to stay on this side, and now we're going to go ahead, slide it back into our backward lunge. Now remember, you want your right knee to stay forward over the laces, back leg, you get a little bend here. Stay here. We're going to pulse for 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Woo. Shake it out. Deep breath in and out. So we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. Now I forgot to mention, if you don't like using the gliders, then you can always just step it out and sit back. It's the same thing, and then you would just step it back with your leg, okay? So you can do these without the glider. Stand up straight. Remember, stay over. I want you stacked on your left side. So slide that right leg out. Sit your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. Knee over the laces. Check your alignment. Is your hip, knee, and foot all together, or are you out like this? All right, now we can take our arm over, put your heel down, act as a brake. Good, and come up, drag it in. Breathe, take it out, sit your hip back, heel down, that's your brake. If you want, this is an extra, you do not have to do this. If you need to hold on to the chair, both hands, or you don't want to take your arm overhead, you can also just bend to the side, so you don't have to actually use your arm. All right, slide it out. Check, make sure you're staying over your left side. Knee, foot, do not let your body shift. Please be mindful. Think about where is your body, come on up, where is your body in space? So try to get in touch with your body, what it's doing, where it's moving. Good. I think we have two more. We're going to slide it out, sit back, and then if you want, you can bring that arm over, or you can just bend to the side. You should be feeling a nice little stretch in your hip area, and it's probably extending to the low back. Hopefully, these will feel really good when we're all finished the class, and you'll feel a little bit more stretched out. I know that my hips get really tight if I'm sitting for long periods of time. So anybody who sits for long periods of time, for whatever reason, keep that foot on there. This would be really good. All right, so let's go ahead and slide that leg back, bend that back knee, weight towards the heel of your left foot. Look at your knee, over the laces, and here we go. We're pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7. Push this foot into the floor as hard as you can. 5, 4, body upright. 3, and breathe. 2, 1, slide it forward. Good. All right, well, we may not be finished with that yet, so just put it back under the chair. Okay, so let's come around to the front of our chair and sit down nice and easy. All right, so we're going to do this a few times and keep adding on, and so that you can find the best position for you where you feel the stretch. So this is helping to stretch out your quadratus lumborum. It's a very deep muscle here that also can cause back issues. And I know when my back goes out, that's what goes out on me, is they call it the QL. So we're going to sit in our chair. Knees are forward. And very similar to the rotational stretch we do, take your right hand, and you're just going to use that chair arm to pull around. And you may start to feel a nice little stretch on the right side. Let me just get my other. And then from here, you can raise your right arm up if you want and look up. And let's come down. All right, so we're going to add on. So we're going to pull ourselves. We're going to lean first. We're going to lean forward a little bit. So leaning forward, arm, the hand is on the chair arm. And again, you can bring your arm up. So now you're getting a little bit, you're looking up to the ceiling, and your right shoulder is slightly rotated to the left. Good. And come away. Come up. Now we're going to lean away from the left chair arm. Then we're going to rotate and bring this arm up. Still leaning forward a little bit. So each one, you may feel a stretch deep in that left side. So you may feel it get a little bit different. So let's go around and do the right. We'll start with just grabbing the chair arm with our left hand and rotating, and then we can take our arm up. So feeling a nice stretch on that right side, right down the side, maybe starting into the hip. You may or may not feel that. Everybody's a little bit different. And let's come back to center. So this time we're going to lean forward a little bit. Then we're going to rotate, grab the chair arm, and then you can take your arm up to the ceiling, trying to look up at your hand. And breathe. Good. And let's come up. And then this time, we're going to lean away. And then we're going to lean forward. So we're away from the chair arm, leaning forward. We're going to rotate. Our hand is on the chair. So this is kind of holding us from going all the way over the side. And then we're reaching up to the ceiling. And it's this reaching where we really, you're getting that stretch. Now when I do this, I start to feel it come down partly into my leg, especially on my left side, which has been very angry with me for a while. Hopefully you're feeling the stretch in that right side down into the hip area and maybe around into the back. Okay. Let's go ahead and just take a deep breath in. Let's get the arms up. And let's exhale, come over the thighs. You can keep your hands on your thighs if you want. Abs are engaged. Don't let your head fall below your heart. And let's roll up. So arch that back. Belly button pulled in. And let's come up nice and easy. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale up. And exhale. Let's come over. Hinging forward. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Kind of resting on your thighs, but don't let your head drop below your heart. Abs are tight here, protecting that lower back. Put your hands on your thighs, and let's slowly roll up. Good. All right. Let's get our glider one more time. Sit on the edge of your seat. We're going to work those hamstrings. And then we're going to stand up. So put your foot on that glider so that the arch of your foot is right in the middle of the glider. So your whole foot is on the glider. We don't need a break when we're sitting down. All right, sit up straight. Push your foot into the floor and to the glider as hard as you can. And drag that foot back, and then out, and push down, and drag it in. Now you can put your hands underneath and feel your hamstrings working, and pull. Keep pushing as you pull in and as you pull out. Take it out, pull it in. In and out. I think we have 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. All right. Let's do the other side. Same thing. Push your arch of your foot on top, sitting on the edge of your seat, sitting up straight. Of course, arms are off the chair arms. Arms are tucked in, hands are on your lap. And push down and drag it in. And take it out. And take it out. And breathe. Good. Keep pushing down as you push out and pull it in. You're always pushing down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And just shake it out. Now we're done with that. You can put that away. All right. Deep breath in and out. Okay. If you have your ball, I didn't put my ball at my seat today. You can put your ball between your knees and get ready to stand. Again, you don't have to use it, but it does keep your knees in alignment with your hips. If you can keep your knees forward, then you feel free to drop the ball. Ready? And let's come on up and down. And up and up. Good. Hot seat. Stand all the way up. Don't forget, it's not a half stand, it's a full stand, coming nice and straight. Hot seat. And breathe. 2 more. And last one. Good job. All right, so let's give those legs a little rest, and we're going to grab our band. We're going to do a straight arm, 2 upper body exercises, straight arm pull down and a tricep press. So take the band, wrap it around, once around your right hand. This is your anchor. And your arm, now if you need to hold on, you can just hold on to the chair like this. And it'll just be a shorter range of motion. If you want, you can also just use the back of the chair for support and then take your arm up higher. So you have both options. Okay, so arm is out and straight, and you're just, this is your anchor. So make sure your shoulder is down. Grab that band, no slack. So it shouldn't look like this. Should be about like that. All right, so there's no slack. You can always take your band out more if you need less resistance. Now, keeping those shoulders down, we're going to just keep our left arm straight. We're going to pull this arm down and back, squeezing all those muscles in our back on the left side. So your right arm should not move. So that right arm is going to get some work here in an isometric fashion, which just means that the muscle isn't shortening or lengthening. It's not moving. There's just tension on it. And pull down and back. And down and back. Stand up straight. Keep your chest lifted, eyes forward. And 4 more. Woo, that right arm is starting to feel it. 4, 3, and I'm challenging you. Make sure you have enough that you have tension on here. It should feel about in the last 3 to 4 reps that this should start to feel a little harder. If it still feels easy, then you're making it too easy on yourself. All right, same thing. Let's wrap the band around that left hand. Your arm is out. It's your anchor. Take your right hand and grab that band. No slack here, okay? So grab it up high and let's pull it down and back. So arm stays straight and you're squeezing that whole right side in the back. And breathe. And 4 more. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Woo. Shake it out. Let's switch hands. Wrap it once around that right hand again. Take that hand over to your left side. Take your left elbow, lock it at your side. Now you're going to grab the band right at your chest. So I want that hand up closer to the shoulder, not down here. So again, no slack. All right? Stand up straight, and we're going to straighten that arm, pull it down. Good. Pull it down. So when you pull it here, we pause and give the back of that upper arm, your triceps, a little squeeze. And 4 more. I was just wondering, is anybody reading the anatomy series that I'm doing? Because I talk about a lot of these muscles that we talk about in here. So if you're not really sure where they are or why they're important or what they do, and check it out. The very abridged version is in the Gazette, and then the longer version is on Touchdown. There'll be exercises as well. All right, so switch and go ahead and wrap the band around that left hand, and let's take it across to the right side. You're just resting it against your body. We're not grabbing our shoulder and pulling. So keep it as a fist. And again, lock your right arm in place, grab the band high up near the chest, and pull it down. Pause. Good. And pull it down. And pull it down. Stand up straight. And breathe. And 4 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. So let's put this down. We can get right behind our chair. We're going to kind of use it as just to get for balance, and then also where we want to bring our knee. Okay? So we're standing up straight. Start with that left leg. Lift your knee to the chair. Now, keeping your leg bent, you're going to hinge at the hips. Come forward, and now extend the leg. Good. Squeeze your glute. Bring it back in and up. Bring the knee up to the chair, hinge forward, and extend it back. Try to extend that leg all the way. Squeeze your glute and bring it in. Bring the knee to the chair. Come back. Your back, when you hinge forward, abs are tight. Bring it in. Bring your knee up. And extend. Extend. Push through the heel. Bring the knee in again and stand up. Lift. Hinge. Extend. Squeeze. Bend. Stand up. Lift the knee. Hinge forward Abs tight, pull that belly button in. Extend, squeeze. Come on up. We're going to do 2 more. Extend, bring it in. Come on up. Abs tight, don't forget, lift, hinge, extend, and stand and leg down. Okay, same thing on the other side. So standing up straight. If you can, you just have 1 finger or a couple fingers on here. So lift the knee, hinge forward, keeping that back neutral. Push through the heel. Bring it in and stand up. Touch, hinge, extend, squeeze the glute, bend the knee, stand up, keep those abs tight, lift, hinge, extend, and stand up, squeezing the back of the legs when you stand. And here we go, hinge forward, extend, squeeze. Hinge, extend, good, hinge, I think we have 1 more, if I counted correctly. It's a long movement, and bring it in, and stand up, good, shake it out a little bit. And let's stay right behind our chair. We're going to go into, I'm going to come sideways so you can see me, but you can face the chair. We're going to go into a triangle pose. So take your right foot, point it out to the side, and then take a big step. So try not to, a little bit closer on here. Try not to go this far. If you can, take as big a step as you can. And your left toes are going into the room. So right toes going to the side, left toes going in, right angles. And if you need to hold on with 1 hand, you can. And we're going to come down. So again, you're going to get a nice stretch down the side and into the hip. Keep the legs straight, reaching over. Now, turn your head, look at the floor. And try to think about what's going on in your body. Now, let's come back to eyes forward, look up to the ceiling. Do you feel any shifts in where you're feeling the stretch as you move your head? And eyes forward and come back. Good. Let's switch. Bring the right toes forward, left toes out, and straighten your legs. So your weight is evenly distributed. And we're going, left arm is out in front, take that right arm over. Again, you can just bend to the side if you prefer. Eyes start forward. Focus on where are you feeling the stretch. Again, I always try to say, get in touch with your body. Where are you feeling? Now, turn and look at the floor. And breathe. Good. Now, turn and look up to the ceiling. Again, I can feel a lot more tightness on my left side, which is this side for me. Good, and come on up. All right, and let's take a big step back with that left leg. Big step, push forward, get that hip pushing forward. Body is up nice and straight, no leaning forward. That decreases the angle of your stretch. So we want to be up nice and straight, push forward. Good, and let's switch. And push forward. And breathe. Pushing that hip forward, body up nice and straight. Make sure this knee has a bend in it. If you're like this, then you're not really going to get much of a push. So get that knee bent. Good. And come on up. And while we're standing, let's do a little bit of a, we haven't done this one in a while. Let's stretch out those shoulders a little bit. If you need to sit for this, because you're going to use both hands, go ahead and sit down. So take the strap in your right hand, drop it behind you, and then grab that strap with your left. You can use a loop. Just kind of grab between a loop, wherever is comfortable for you. Use your left hand, pull it down. That's going to lift that right elbow up and stretch out those triceps. Now just do what you can. If you need to keep this down a little bit more, if your shoulders are yelling at you, then just modify the movement. You can do this seated as well. Good. Now use your right hand and pull up. Again, you can pull this over your shoulder if you want, and this is going to raise that left arm behind you, up the back. And let's switch hands. So take the top loop in your left hand, drop it behind you, and right hand grabs one of the loops, and use that right hand, pull down. That's going to lift my left elbow up to the ceiling. So we're stretching out that tricep area, the back of the arm. And lift. Make sure shoulders are down. Shoulders should not be hiked up towards the ears. Good. Now use your left hand and pull up. Pulling that right hand up your back. Again, going where it's comfortable for you. Feeling the stretch in the front of the shoulder. And the chest a little bit. And breathe. Good. And relax. So let's come around to our chair and slowly sit down. And sit on the edge of your seats. I always like to do the leg stretches. And take your right leg out, put your strap underneath, sit up straight, and pull your toes towards you. Just feel that stretch going into the calf muscle. And let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, come forward and reach with your right hand. Good. And come on up. Just release the tension a little bit. Now shake it out. Take it back. Pull the toes towards you. And inhale. And exhale, hinging. Reach with your left hand and reach. Can you touch anywhere on the side of that right leg? Wherever you can. And then try to get your left shoulder turned and look over your right shoulder. So trying to turn to the right. Keep pulling your toes towards you, don't forget. And abs are tight. Abs are tight. And relax. Good. Let's switch. Sitting up straight, pull your toes towards you. And now let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, hinge forward, reaching with your left hand for the toes. Good. And let's come on up and shake it out. And come out. Pull your toes. Remember, it's always important. Keep the pressure on the toes. And deep breath in. And exhale. Reaching with your right hand anywhere on the outside of that left leg. Continuing to pull your toes towards you. And then turn and look over your left shoulder. Trying to get that right shoulder around. Again, you'll feel that stretch shift a little bit in the leg. And relax. Good. Let's take that off. And let's open the legs. Stay on the edge of your seat. Sit up straight. Cross your arms. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's come forward. Pull your belly button in. And inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Pull up from your belly. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And let's bring those legs together. Sit up nice and straight. Shoulders stay down. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Into the belly. Now exhale through the mouth. Push it all out. Push those ribs. Again, deep breath into the belly. And exhale all out through the mouth. And one more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Thank you so much. I hope you feel really good right now. Have a great rest of the day.